I mean, hey, we had to work hard to get an extension. I think that team's going to have a good year, and but I thought we did a really nice job of taking care of the ball, and we're pretty efficient on the offensive end, and we had times where we played pretty solid defense, but then we had a couple mental errors on our coverages, and good teams make you pay, and they stepped up and hit a couple threes when we blew some coverages, and that's why they kind of stayed close there for a while. So a lot of things to work on and get better at.
Already becoming points off turnovers. You guys really you've done pretty big time on that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's early, but I mean we've been able to get our hands on some balls in both the scrimmage and the exhibition and then this one, and we've been converting pretty good. So I'd say obviously that's something that it's been a strength for us. But I mean we're three games in, so it's hard to. I don't know if we have any trends or not, but just like to get our communication's got to get better, and our kind of attention to detail with when we're guarding a shooter or guarding a good post guy, doing a good job of getting there early and playing prevent a little bit better instead of reacting to what the offense does.
As you guys were starting to pull away, Corey Kispert kind of takes over the game. Just kind of talk about that, his ability to be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't really had that in the past, so I'm really happy for him. He's really playing at a high level right now. He's shooting the ball well. He's finishing well. He's leading these guys fairly well. I think hopefully that'll continue to get better. His defense has improved, so he's been a real bright spot for us so far.
Obviously no Killian tonight, but I saw him right before the start of the second half, really vocal in the huddle. How has he been keeping involved with the team while he's been sidelined? I
mean, he's been trying to do his best to stay involved and all that, and he is our most experienced player, so we've been encouraging him to do that, it's been frustrating for him, but he's done a good job thus far, and hopefully we'll get him back here in a little while.
You talked about your transfer backcourt being the introverts after the last game. How important is it when you see a guy like Corey, he gets going, just the emotional charge he kind of puts into everyone out there?
Yeah, no, he does, and he's fiery, and I think he's kind of sensing that this team kind of needs that. And so, I think we're starting to get it out of Corey, we get it out of Drew, and Joel's a pretty good talker, but kind of got to get the rest of the guys on board with that. Seems like a simple thing, but it's hard to pull out some of these guys, so we'll keep working on it.
Keeping it with those transfers, how did you feel about their performance tonight, just defensively, kind of getting after?
I think Ryan's been terrific this whole fall. I mean, he's really done a nice job. He's taking care of the ball. He's picking his spots when we, need him to squirt through and make plays on offense. He really understands where those shooters are, and he's done a great job fanning it out. And he's just a really, really good on-ball defender at the point position. And then, sometimes Admon seems like he gets off to slow starts in some of these games and then kind of finds his rhythm. And obviously he's shot the ball really well all fall, and he's done a nice job defensively too.
Killian nominated for a few national awards this week. What do you think that says about his development over the last 3 years?
I mean, he's good. He's a good player. We all know that. So, I mean, he's probably nominated for him last year too, and maybe even 2 years ago. So I think it's no secret that everybody knows he's a really good player, a talented player, a smart player. It's just about getting, hopefully, a chance to get healthy and show everybody that here in his final year.
How'd you feel out there tonight?
Felt great. Felt awesome. Was in rhythm. Wasn't thinking too much. Just kind of letting it come to me, and that was when the best games happened.
Do you feel like you've got to be the emotional leader out there? Coach Few after the last game kind of talked about your senior backcourt guys maybe not being the emotional leaders. Do you think you kind of need to do that?
I mean, yeah, it takes a while for any guys to adjust, and the more that they play games, the more that we work together, the more they're going to kind of pick up and be more projected with their voice. But for now, just kind of being loud. I have a loud voice, and I talk loudly, so it translates well to the court.
I know you and Admon spent a lot of time this summer training together. Where have you seen him improve the most physically and confidence-wise over the last 4 or 5 years?
I mean, Admon hasn't played in two years, close to 2 years. And, I mean, any steps in the right direction are good for him. He has the ultimate confidence in his shot, and we all do. And then just I think playing in our system really well. Getting the 2-foot stops in the paint and finding our bigs and not trying to push the issue is kind of things he's growing in. And he looks really good.
There was one point you took over. You have 2 dunks, a couple threes in there. Just describe that adrenaline. I mean, everyone could see it and they could feel it as well.
It's just one of those feelings where everything you put up just goes in. Every basketball player's kind of had those games from time to time, and it just might happen to be tonight. So felt good. Kind of played off the energy in the crowd, and that's when I play my best.
There's obviously been a lot of talk about you kind of being one of the leaders of this team this year. Obviously, it's early; it's the first game, but being able to step up to the plate just early on, how does that feel?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of setting the tone for the team. The kind of level of energy and talk and communication that we need. Stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet is kind of what I'm trying to do. And it just so happened that I scored a bunch of points tonight. And if it doesn't happen every night, that's great. And I can still be a leader for the team.
How do you feel about kind of that added extra pressure? I mean, you've been in those moments before where you've gotten hot and you've been able to take over games, but this year, not just that kind of leader, as well as being kind of the leader.
I mean, I've played for 2 years under some guys who did it really well. Perk did it every night. J3, my freshman year, did it every night. Rui and BC come to mind too. And I've kind of learned from them, watching from behind and take a back seat. And, I wasn't really relied on as I probably will be this year. And, learned a lot of things from those guys, and they served me well my freshman and sophomore year. And I'm kind of ready to step into the front seat, I guess.
It's still early on, but do you feel like this is the most you've learned about yourself this year so far?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I had a really productive summer, and it wasn't necessarily because I just worked out a ton. I learned the best way is to take care of my body, learn more about kind of the mentality I need to have coming into games, how to deal with teammates, and kind of work with guys that are coming in, new faces, all that stuff. And kind of was a lot of stuff that I had to learn about myself other than just how I play on the court.
You guys might not have taken a look at South Pine Bluff yet, but what do you kind of take from these first two, the exhibition game and this game, improvement-wise?
Yeah, I mean, it's just we had a stretch in the second half where we kind of gave up 9 straight points on 3 threes, just off of complete breakdowns in our coverage. It wasn't anything that they did. It was just kind of all on us. Those things got to tighten up. We got to tighten those screws before we played teams like A&M and, the Oregons and the Seton Halls and the Carolinas and the Bahamas, because they'll make you pay real quick, and those 9 points make a huge difference.
I mean, just being aggressive, being a post presence, which is what this team needs from me. Just being aggressive, trying to get to my spots, try to score every time I touch the ball, and also get other guys going if they double me, which they didn't do. So I was just able to get to my spots and get to my moves and score down low.
You guys know you're a very good team, but they kind of hung around for a while, especially in that second half. What do you think made it tough to pull away?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was us. It was us defensively, just not being ready from the beginning and just not coming out ready. But we adjusted once we got going. We saw who are the shooters, who are the post threats, and we adjusted the coverages. So once we got going, it was all good, I think.
You guys are pretty dominant in the paint against both the teams you've played so far. How does that feel? Is it something you guys take pride in, I suppose?
I mean, of course, we got some big guys. We got size this year, and that's what we're looking for. High lows, dumb downs, just being aggressive, and yeah, that's our mindset for sure.
You sprained your ankle in the first half there. Obviously you were able to come back out and play, but how much does that just put into perspective how frail a college basketball season can be?
No, yeah, I mean, it happened out of nowhere, and I mean, yeah, it can be tricky, especially if it's important game. Like you gotta be ready to just go in, tape, and just come back out, even if it hurts. But I mean, I'll be fine. It's a little twist, so I'll be good.
You go down and everybody's like, oh my gosh, he's down, Killian's down, all that sort of stuff. Does it kind of hit you how much you're important in that situation when other people are hurt as well?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's never good, and especially what happened to Killian over the past years, it's always scary when somebody goes down. But hopefully we stay healthy this year. And I mean, we're already short in the bodies, so we just got to take care of our bodies and just make sure we're ready to go.
Corey went off there for a while, and his adrenaline was nuts. You guys were all feeling it. What was it like on the court to be out on the court with him and to see him do what we all know what he can do?
I mean, yeah, you just feed off of his energy, I'd say, and he's emotional, plays with a lot of emotions the whole time. So he's just giving us energy, to come back on defense and lock down and get out there and just play with a lot of energy. And he's done a great job of it, and we need it. So. That's important for sure. That's huge.
What kind of confidence does it just give you? I mean, to know that you can have. I don't know if you played on teams where you don't have someone that steps up. Maybe it's been you in the past, but to have someone that you can always rely on, that kind of so far always rely on, but to step up and change the game.
Yeah, I mean, it helps a lot. It takes a lot of pressure off of you, and especially like we got guys like Corey and Admon that can all shoot. So it's tough for other teams' defense to like help down low or just relax because they can hit him out of nowhere at any time. And I mean, it helps a lot. It's huge. It's huge for sure.
I know you guys probably haven't looked at Arkansas Pine Bluff yet, but what do you guys want to take from this game, improvement-wise, and taking the next one?
It's just our defense, I'd say. Just coming out ready to play defense and taking more pride of it. Our offense, I think, was good, and just working our defense and try to drive that DER down, which we take a lot of pride in. So yeah, just get better defensively.
Phil?
It was amazing. We got the win. We had a great group of guys that played really well, and it feels good. College basketball is starting, so I'm ready to get rocking and rolling.
And it took a little while, but you guys eventually pulled away. What kind of made it tough for you guys in that stretch right there in the second half?
I think they start hitting threes. Once you start letting the team hit threes on you, I think we had a stretch, but we let them score a couple times. But I think once we got into the huddle and came together and realized, still play Gonzaga basketball. So I think we got to give them credit as well. They came out ready to play. At the end of the day, we got the win, so that's all that matters.
How comfortable do you feel in this offense? I know you haven't had a ton of time in it, but how comfortable do you feel right now?
I feel comfortable. That's one of the reasons why I came early this summer to get acclimated, pretty well. And so, as we continue to play, I think we're going to get better, each and every day. And so, listen to what Coach got to say. I'm going to rock with whatever he has to say.
Corey Kispert's ability to take over that game and get crazy. I mean, the dunks, the threes. What was it like to watch that happen?
Man, it was crazy to see. Corey was one of those guys when I got here. It was just me and him all summer, and so I seen the work that he put in all summer. He deserves it, and he has a great junior year, and he has bigger things to come. So I hope he keeps his confidence, keep rocking with it, and things gonna go his way this season. So.
You played a lot of college basketball. How important is it to have someone already that you can rely on that can kind of take over a game like that?
I think it's important because at the end of the day, teams are going to have different schemes on how they try to take away guys, and so he had an incredible night, and I told him keep it going. That's the thing, and keep it going because basketball got a lot of basketball games to be played, and I think at the end of the day, him starting off on a good start, will help him.
Obviously, 3.5-year-old daughter. What's fatherhood taught you about just anything?
Fatherhood taught me about patience. The patience is the biggest thing. You'll see her do a couple things that you're a little surprised about because it's all new to you. And I think at the end of the day, as long as you stay patient and enjoy the process, because she's my first child, and so at the end of the day, I'm enjoying life. It's just that she's enjoying life, and so I think it's a incredible blessing from God, and I can't wait to see her.
What's your favorite thing about being a father?
About being a father, seeing her smile. It's one of the biggest smiles I've ever seen, and just being able to see her, FaceTime right now, I can tell the excitement that she has when she's ready to see me. So.
What's it been like trying to balance school, life, college, fatherhood over the last 3.5 years, 4 years, I guess?
I think at first, it was all a shock to me because it all hit me at once. But I was a little bit closer at home, so I was able to have my support system, my mom, my dad, my sister. When I say I got an entire support system, at the end of the day, I know I can count on them at the end of the day.
What do you guys take from these first two games? What do you think that this team kind of needs to improve on as you guys go forward?
I think we just need to get better each and every day. We've got 8 new guys, and so at the end of the day, we're going to get better over experience. So I think we got game 1 under our belt, and now we get ready for Saturday. Just stay focused, and we'll be okay.